You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Good evening, I'm Natalie Grant. Kristen is off tonight. Thanks for joining us. The 4th of July is right around the corner, and with that comes fireworks, which can spark some fear in our dogs. CBS 3's Caitlin Quisenberry has advice from experts on how to keep your pets safe.
As the 4th of July quickly approaches, many pet owners find themselves preparing for what will be a noisy night.
Well, I know that the loud noises really bother our dog, especially our older dog, Max, and our new puppy hasn't experienced a 4th of July before, so I'm kind of anticipating that she might get a little scared.
Veterinarians at the Duluth Veterinarian Hospital say fireworks and thunder can cause a dog or even a cat to become anxious.
The biggest thing is if you know that your animal is fearful of noise, providing shelter away from that noise, so keeping them inside in the evenings as much as possible.
Just like humans, not all dogs react to stress the same way, but there are symptoms you can watch for.
On the mild side, it may just be trembling, shaking, drooling, whining.
If you start to see your furry friend is frightened, be sure to give them the comfort they need to feel safe.
Just make sure that he or she knows that you're there and that they can come to you when things start to get scary.
Many owners are already planning to stay close to their pet on the night of the 4th.
He's very calm when we're just hanging out, or like my roommates, he really loves them. So just like surrounding him with things that I know that he likes and keeps him safe and calm.
Safe, calm, and together when the fireworks start on the 4th of July.
Dr. Beeman says the earlier you can prevent stress in your pets, the better things usually go. He says white noise or a radio is a great way to block sound from those fireworks. And here is a live look now at the can of worms here in Duluth, and a warning to those hitting the roads this holiday weekend. Construction all around the Northland is expected to cause delays. That's especially true here in Duluth, where I-35 near the Twin Ports interchange is down to one lane in both directions. With a lot of events on the calendar in Canal Park area this weekend, city leaders are reminding you to drive carefully in those construction zones. And with watching traffic, you should also be watching your speeds. Minnesota is already seeing the highest rates of speeding-related deaths in any of the last 5 years. Preliminary data shows from the Minnesota Traffic Office that 202 people have died on Minnesota roads so far in 2021. 75 of those deaths were contributed to speed. With the 4th of July holiday approaching, law enforcement agencies are cracking down on those who choose to speed and are urging everyone to take it slow on the roads.
It's not about writing tickets. It's about making sure that everybody gets to the cabin or gets where they're going, and then they get back home safely.
So far this year, Minnesota law enforcement has issued 550 tickets for speeds of more than 100 miles per hour or more. Law enforcement say they are also already seeing many drivers not wearing seatbelts while out on the roads. AAA has estimated 47 million Americans will be hitting the roads this 4th of July, and with that number approaching record numbers, the demand for gas is high. That's a big reason why prices at the pump are going up, especially compared to what they were last Independence Day. The national average in 2020 was $2.18 a gallon. Now it's at $3.09 a gallon, according to Gas Buddy. But here in the Northland, Douglas County is about 3 cents above that. St. Louis County's average is slightly lower at $2.96. Dave joins us now for a quick check of that weather here. It's already starting to heat up here in the Twin Ports as we head into a warm weekend, Dave.
Yeah, we've been talking about 90s for the weekend. Some towns today got pretty close to that already to set the stage for an Independence Day weekend that's going to be pretty toasty. Today's high temps made it then to 89 degrees in places like Baudette and International Falls, and 86 from Orr to Ely, pretty warm as well. 85 from Grand Rapids to Hibbing. Looking at 84 in Hermantown and Moose Lake and Superior too, plus Ashland. 82 Hayward. Still on the cooler side right by the lake for Grand Marais, 64. That sounds pretty nice right about now. In upper 70s in the Upper Peninsula, not too bad. But when you see my forecast for the weekend, you're going to see that every town is just about going to crack 90. Maybe Grand Marais off the hook, but bottom line is it's going to be warm. Will it be humid as well? I'll talk about that in just a little bit. But right now we talk about twin high pressure cells that are making it warm and sunny for Saturday and Sunday, at least Sunday during the day. We may get a rain chance Sunday night right around fireworks time, but the short-term forecast says high and dry from those twin highs. Low tonight, 65. Tomorrow's high, indeed, 90 with sunshine. Will it cool down by Monday? I'll show you the latest theories on that coming up in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. A Duluth organization is stepping up to help fill a big gap in children's mental health services. That gap was caused when financial trouble forced the Hills Youth and Family Services to shut down all of its programs earlier this week. That included day treatment and a juvenile offender facility here in Duluth. But today, Northwoods Children's Services announced it will take over the Hills Day Treatment programming, continuing to serve 40 kids and teens that are in need. Northwood President and CEO Richard Woolett says that they hope that this transition is as easy as possible.
We've worked out arrangements to continue to provide programs not only with staff members that the kids know and are familiar with, but also at the same sites.
Day treatment is an intensive mental health treatment approach using group therapy and behavioral skills. Northwoods will pick those programs back up on July 12th. A man wanted by the Cloquet police in connection to a mass shooting is now in custody. Police arrested 26-year-old Nicholas Amaski yesterday on an unrelated charge. Police say that he's responsible for 2 shootings in Cloquet on May 17th. One person was hurt. Amaski faces several charges, including first-degree assault. He's currently being held at the Northwest Regional Correction Center in Crookston. Authorities have found a woman's missing body in a Virginia lake. Authorities have found the body of Amanda Bjork, and it was reported missing on Tuesday. Now, shortly after, a man told police that he last saw Bjork swimming in Bailey Lake on Monday night. When police searched the area, they found the woman's clothing on the shore. They eventually found Bjork's body at 6:45 last night. Police say that they do not believe that her death was suspicious. The U.S. Coast Guard acted fast when a large cargo plane crashed into the waters of Hawaii. Crews managed to rescue the pilot and another man. Dinah Determis has the latest from Los Angeles.
The U.S. Coast Guard rescued 2 people after a Boeing 737 cargo plane made an emergency landing in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Oahu, Hawaii, in the middle of the night. It happened as the plane was flying from Honolulu to Maui. Shortly after takeoff, the pilot radioed air traffic controls saying the plane was in trouble, telling the tower,
"Situation was lost number 1 in Houston, and we're coming through to the airport. We're going to need the fire department at 6 times. We're going to lose the other engine to running very much."
Minutes later, the tower lost contact.
Rose Express 810. Rose Express 810, Honolulu Tower. Looks like they went down in the water.
The Coast Guard spotted the wreckage about 4 miles offshore about an hour after the emergency call. First responders saw one man floating on a piece of cargo, the other in a pool of jet fuel, frantically waving from the plane's sinking tail section.
The man that was originally waving on that tail was now vigorously splashing in the water, and we saw that there was a little bit of struggle for him to stay afloat. A few more seconds, and we're not entirely sure where he may have been.
Once we located the survivors and made the priorities clear, we hoisted down to the survivor, secured them in the devices, and then brought them back up into the helicopter. Thankfully, it went well.
The man on the plane's wing was airlifted to the hospital. A Honolulu Fire Department boat took the other man to shore. The FAA is investigating, and the National Transportation Safety Board is sending a team to determine the cause of the crash. Dina Demetrius, CBS News, Los Angeles.
One man is listed in critical condition. The other is in serious condition. The plane was involved in a crash, is 46 years old, and is no longer used for passenger flights. Boeing says that it's working with the NTSB to gather more information. Still to come on Live at 5, we continue our 4th of July celebration coverage in Eveleth tonight. There are festivities as more as we take you around the Northland right after the break.
When Grandma suggested cookies, Kyle wasn't expecting the new Nestle Toll House Chocolate Chip Cookie Blizzard. 2 beloved treats, soft-baked Nestle Toll House Chocolate Chip Cookies and world-famous DQ Soft Serve, all in one treat. The good times roll when these 2 get together, just like G-Ma and her G-Son, making memories while mixing 2 favorites. With the Nestle Toll House Chocolate Chip Cookie Blizzard, only at DQ. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Black Bear Casino Resort invites you to join us for our anniversary weekend celebration. We start the weekend Friday night, August 13th, with legendary comedian Gabriel Iglesias and the Beyond the Fluffy World Tour Go Big or Go Home in the Otter Creek Event Center. Then the Bear heads outdoors Saturday, August 14th with Tantric, Trapped, Hinder, and Scott Stapp, the voice of Creed. For more information and to get your tickets, go to blackbearcasinoresort.com. Make the Bear your place for a weekend anniversary celebration.
Uh-oh, that food container won't contain your food, so you mess with cling wraps and foil, hoping food won't spoil. Well, not anymore. Now there's Stretch and Fresh Containers, the amazing food storage containers with stretch and fit lids that let you store more. Even the odd-shaped foods you couldn't put in containers before. Just stretch over the food and snap lock the lid to keep food fresh. There's even a freshness date dial to track storage time. It comes in the sizes you need to store all the foods you want with amazing storage capacity. It's freezer and microwave safe, and the containers nest for compact, stacked, space-saving storage. And right now, the 6-piece set is yours for just $19.95, and the shipping is free. But wait, call now and we'll double the offer and send a second set. Just pay a separate fee. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-378-1232 or go to trystretchandfresh.com. That's 1-800-378-1232 or order online at trystretchandfresh.com.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News, live at 5. Here's a live look from Bayfront Festival Park, where the first event of a very busy weekend has already started. Country Jam, which started at 5 o'clock tonight, features several artists and expected to draw hundreds. Then tomorrow, 80s cover band Hairball takes the stage. The park will host Duluth's 4th Fest celebration on Sunday. Dave will be in with this weekend's full forecast in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region. Independence Day fun in Ely and some places to catch the fireworks this weekend. All that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We're starting things off tonight in Eveleth with their 4th of July weekend festivities, which will be taking place on Saturday and Monday. On the 3rd, the town will be abuzz with several food trucks and deals all around town. Saturday night at 8:30, there will be a street dance with a break for fireworks at 10:15. Monday will feature the parade at 9:30 a.m. with awards going to floats with the most spirit. Right after the parade, there will be a fun day of activities for the whole family at Monroe Park. We'll have a link with more details available on our website. Next, we're headed to Ely, where their big Independence Day celebration is taking place. Things kick off at 7 a.m. with the rising of the flag at the Veterans Memorial. Then at 8, there is the Janet Gensler Memorial 4-mile run/walk. And at 1 o'clock is the parade, and organizers are encouraging you to bring a bag to scoop up all of that candy. After the parade is an afternoon of fun with races, music, and games. Fireworks over Miners Lake will launch off at 10, and for more information, we'll have all of this on our website. And of course, we couldn't cover all of this weekend's festivities, but we did try to round up some of the fireworks displays for you on Saturday and Sunday. At Saturday, you can visit Birchwood, Clam Lake, or Excel Island, Wisconsin for Nashwauk Tower or Aurora, Minnesota. And on Sunday, of course, Duluth and Superior will have their big displays, but so will Ashland and Hayward and Lake Nebagaman in Wisconsin. And Grand Marais and Grand Rapids and Loquet, fireworks for everyone. Well, if there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, you can send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Silicom on the CBS3 News, live at 5 with the temps expected to be high this weekend. Tips for staying hydrated in the hot sun coming up in just a few minutes.
Record high temp of 93 degrees was set last year on this date. Today we only made it to 84, so it warmed up, but it's still cooler than last year. Tomorrow, though, we could rival those record high temps in the low 90s. Do we have a chance at setting a fresh record for Saturday, Sunday as well? We'll talk about the odds coming up after our break.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Summer is here. Enjoy it in style with hot fashions for the whole family. Find big bargains on sandals, rubber boots, and trail shoes from Keen, Teva, Merrell, Chaco, Columbia, and the North Face. Get your family's summer fit with the entire line of Columbia and the North Face clothing. New colors, styles on capris, tees, shorts, rain, wind, and fleece jackets, and UPF sun-rated clothing. Get smart wool and darn tough socks for the whole family. Northwest Outlet Superior. We'll make sure you look good.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. We are starting summer out with a great special on all our bathroom products. Right now, you can get 20% off your entire project and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Get your project off your to-do list now and not pay for it until later. Go to bathplanet.com or call us today to take advantage of this amazing offer. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
All aboard! Thomas the Tank Engine chugs back to Duluth, along with his best friend Percy, too. All this is part of a Day Out with Thomas event at the historic Duluth Depot in downtown Duluth this coming August. Bring the whole family. All tickets include a train ride, entry into the Railroad Museum, activity stations, games, a visit with Sir Topham Hatt, live music, and all kinds of other safely organized activities for kids of all ages. A Day Out with Thomas runs the first 2 weekends in August. Get your tickets today at DuluthTrains.com.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
One Children's Services Center is taking up the mantle of the Hills. We'll tell you what it means for the kids coming up.
How a man's life changed after the Proctor community stepped up.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3.
This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
CBS News Sunday morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
The heat is coming our way, and for some towns it's already here, but as they say, it's sometimes more the humidity than the heat that will drive a Northlander crazy. So on that note, we focus on our friend the dew point, which again is a really good gauge of how it feels out there. You get dew points in the 40s and lower, it feels pretty dry. 50s, riding the fence a little bit, but not too bad. Once you get into the 60s, then it does start to feel pretty sticky, and by the 70s, it's intolerable. Well, the current dew point map shows most places in the 50s. There are a few towns like Two Harbors that have pushed into the lower 60s, but it seems to be doing all right now and may stay that way through Saturday. Sunday, though, dew points may get into the 60s, and that day could be a bit humid, and all that moisture in the air could be fuel for thunderstorms that could come around the 4th of July night, right around fireworks time. So some natural fireworks may try to compete with the human-made kind. Current conditions at the airport, calm. 84 degrees, 41% for the relative humidity. Westerly, northwesterly winds running 3 miles per hour, and 30.06 inches of mercury is our air pressure on the high side, as a pair of highs now push down cloud development at least through most of the day on Sunday. Again, Sunday night could be a different story with clouds and some storms. Current temperatures, 78 in the Upper Peninsula. That's not bad at all. And even 82 to 84 in northwestern Wisconsin with tolerable dew points. We can get by if we're not huge fans of hot weather. In Minnesota, it's as warm as 85 in Grand Rapids and as cool as 63 right by the lake in Grand Marais. Come tomorrow, I do think most towns are going to push into the lower 90s, even though right by the lake near Grand Marais, 80 might be the top temp, so it'll comparatively be cooler. Doppler map right now shows there's a little cluster of storms over Lake Superior more towards the end of the UP, but in our end of the world here, higher pressures making for calm conditions, and I think that's going to be with us probably through tomorrow and a good portion of Sunday as well. The two highs will make it warm and dry, but Sunday, during the day, the highs will still have hold of us. It'll still stay warm. But this next low pressure system by Sunday night could bring a 50% chance for showers and thunderstorms that may last through Monday morning. And the wraparound behind that low pulls in Canadian air. It'll be the end of the warm spell as well. By next week, we could be dropping back into the 70s. Tonight, temperature-wise, we'll be dropping into the 60s in Minnesota with a partly cloudy sky. And for Wisconsin and Michigan, the low temps there, lower 60s as well, partly cloudy sky. Tomorrow, in Wisconsin and the UP, mostly sunny with highs 90 to 92. No respite by the lake, really. And into Minnesota, cooler by the lake means 83 to 88 degrees. Inland means 90 to 93. So there's a chance a record could tumble, maybe even a couple of them. Mostly sunny for our Saturday. And then most of the day will be mostly sunny on Sunday as well, with a high again near 90. But Sunday night into Monday morning, there's that 50% chance for showers and thunderstorms, with a little follow-up shot on Tuesday at 30%. From 90 on Sunday, we go to 85 on Monday, down to 70 on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then we perk back up towards the mid-70s for next Thursday and Friday. And some folks would say for July around here, that would be picture perfect.
Yeah, exactly. We go from hot, hot, hot to those nice, comfortable 75s. It's going to feel freezing by the end of the week next week.
You know, it just might. Low temps near 50. Oh.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Throw an extra blanket on.
Yeah, all right. Thanks, Dave. Well, with record-breaking temperatures possible this weekend, as we just heard, experts are warning you to keep your health a priority. Duluth firefighters say taking lots of breaks in the shade and drinking plenty of water is key to avoid heat-related illness. As many people are going to be out celebrating the 4th of July, they say drinking alcohol in extreme heat is a potential recipe for severe dehydration if not handled correctly. Duluth Fire Captain Mark Kortsma shared steps to prevent this.
You know, anytime that the body starts compensating, it's important to take preventative action and really make sure that we don't go into the third stage, which can lead to things like seizures, and eventually it can lead to death.
Kortsma also says that if you're going to be doing any strenuous activity, you should do it in the morning before the sun comes up. The flagship of Coast Guard Station in Duluth has a new commander. Lieutenant Commander Justin Erdman was relieved of his command on the Alder today. He's retiring. Lieutenant Commander Joel Wright took over the Alder and its crew. Wright is new to Duluth, and he says that he is happy to be here.
I am excited to be in Duluth. It's beautiful. Exceptional scenery, as well as the people I've met here and in Wisconsin are exceptional people. I'm proud to be here and happy to be here.
Wright has a busy first few days as the crew prepares to navigate the Alder out of Duluth. It's leaving the city after 16 years for a new home in California. Cutter Spar will be replacing the Alder next spring. Well, it's that time of the show again where we get to talk about adoptable pets. Today's pet comes to us from the Humane Society of Douglas County. This is Runa. She's a 3-year-old husky mix looking for a loving new home where she can be the only dog. Our friends at the shelter tell us that she is a sweet and outgoing girl who loves to play. She's also very vocal and friendly. Just look at her sweet smile. Well, if you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Runa, then you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, the June jobs report is in. What it shows as states are starting to reopen, coming up right after the break.
I'm not just a Medford registered nurse. I'm a patient too, who had to make my own decision about getting a COVID-19 vaccine. So I looked at the science for my family and my patients. And then I chose to get my shot. That's why when you ask me, should most people in Wisconsin get a vaccine? My answer is yes. The COVID-19 vaccines are safe and getting one is important. Ask your family doctor what they think.
It's always a good day for a car wash at Miller Mall Car Wash. But just to be safe, watch Caitlin's Car Wash Forecast. Weekday mornings on CBS3 This Morning with meteorologist Caitlin Moffett. Sponsored by Miller Mall Car Wash. Only on live, local CBS3.
Sports are my passion and the love of my life. And when you watch a sportscast, the biggest compliment that I get is that you seem so excited about what you're talking about. And that's not an act for me. Who doesn't want to see someone, you know, deliver their news in a fun way? So if you love it, I love it, you're gonna see the authenticity that I think I bring.
Watch Sports with Kelly Hinsett. Weeknights on live, local CBS3.
I got into journalism when I was in high school, actually, and that's where I really fell in love with the news and the storytelling aspect of it. Being able to bring those things together and keep people informed. It's so important for us to be in a community like Duluth, to be able to hear your stories and then bring them to everybody else in the community.
Watch Caitlin and Jenna in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m.
Hi, Gail King here, inviting you to join us every morning right here on CBS. We'll have the important stories and the interviews, all the news that matters really, and best of all, we'll have a good time together. We like to do that. And now you can find us anytime you want on the new Paramount Plus app. So we'll see you every morning right here on CBS. I thought that one was pretty good.
Go to the ends of the earth.
Very pleasant place to be.
I couldn't ask for anything more.
And reach for the stars.
Where's the Oscar? Oh, this is great.
Do you still love it?
I do.
But wait, there's more. Experience thought-provoking. It was literally like Groundhog Day.
I do know what makes a good movie.
Innovative.
It's hard not to overflow.
And truly original reporting. Because there's always something new under the sun on CBS Sunday morning.
Gaina Gedeasin, Geose Maznaiga, Gedanana Kidesna, Gedanan Kina, Yasion, Geose Maznaiga, Numayana, Gedisquata, Gedisquagabeana Kina, Gedskeda Show, Minwajmuin, Giabigo Beanish, July 16, 2021, Gedabin Divigay, Minnesota Sure. Navigators, da we do Kagewa, Gwene, Gija Bean Digay, Be Gayan, Gang Gago, Deba Ma Gasin, Minungam, Gedagan, Wavandan, www.insureduluth.org/help.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel. Weekday mornings on CBS.
The economy continues to open back up, and that has helped more Americans find work. But many businesses are remaining short-staffed. Skylar Henry reports that latest from the White House.
It's a sign of the times. Businesses nationwide need employees, including the Atlanta airport, which held a job fair this week.
I love busy situations.
Mika Wilson applied at Delta Sky Club, which is offering a sign-on bonus. She got a job on the spot.
So at this point, we'd like to make you an offer for the job. Are you willing to accept? Yeah! Yay!
The U.S. economy added a better-than-expected 850,000 jobs in June. The unemployment rate ticked up slightly from 5.8 to 5.9%, a sign more people are once again looking for work.
We have made a ton of progress since last spring, when unemployment was nearly 15%.
President Biden says the economy is improving.
The strength of our recovery is helping us flip the script. Instead of workers competing with each other for jobs that are scarce, employers are competing with each other to attract workers.
As job creation goes up, the number of Americans filing initial unemployment claims is down to a pandemic low, but worker shortages continue. Despite adding nearly 200,000 jobs last month, the bar and restaurant industry is short-staffed.
Come on work, we need people.
Los Angeles restaurant owner Dario Vullo is offering higher wages, including $20 an hour for dishwashers.
I mean, $20 an hour, is a lot of money. Still, there is nothing.
That may be changing. More than 24 states have or will soon stop distributing the extra $300 federal unemployment benefit. It's believed that could cause many Americans to re-enter the workforce. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, nearly 48 million Americans are expected to travel this holiday weekend. The high gas prices and shortage of fuel trucks you need to know about. Plus, the heartbreaking discovery, a Miami firefighter's 7-year-old daughter found in the rubble in Surfside. And Steve Hartman goes on the road, how one couple's enduring love is helping them overcome life's greatest challenges. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month. So call now and make going to the dentist carefree.
Call 1-800-945-8449 to receive your free Carefree Dental Card information kit.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northland still to this day. Join me, Kristen Bakke, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining.
Brought to you by Range Regional Airport. Watch Eye on Mining with Kristen Bakke every Tuesday at 10. Only on live local CBS 3.
¿No tienes aseguranza médica porque eres tu propio empleado? ¿Eres empleado de una compañía pequeña? ¿Trabajas medio tiempo? ¿Perdiste tu trabajo o te estás retirando? Buenas noticias. MinSure tiene un periodo especial de inscripción hasta el 16 de julio del 2021. Visita www.insureduluth.org/ayuda para mayor información hoy. Obtén aseguranza médica económica escogiendo MinSure.
By hook or by crook, after 30 years or so, I've become the longest-serving broadcast meteorologist here in this market. I've been an on and off part of it since 1986. We have a higher quotient of people who grew up in this area, live the weather all their lives, know what's supposed to happen for each specific time of the year around here. CBS3 Live and Local, we try to live up to that, and I'm hoping people will like what they see and tell all their friends, of course.
Watch Dave Anderson weeknights at 5, 6, and
if you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this busy Friday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top stories and see what's coming up tonight at 6. Tonight at 5, we learned more about the Northwoods Children's Services stepping in to take over on the Hills Treatment Day programming. Officials say with the program that they hope the transition is as easy as possible. And coming up tonight at 6, we introduce you to a Proctor man who has received a double lung transplant, how the community is rallying around him and what he wants others to know about being an organ donor. Well, that's your CBS3 News Live at 5. We'll see you right back here tonight at 6.